Hello everyone, this is Karen in Ghana, and I wanted to come out and clear up a couple of things that one that I said and one that I heard. Number one, I said on a previous short that local Ghanaians, when they go to the U.S., would have to renew their visa every 3 months. And that's what I had heard from someone else, and I had read up on it. But I found out later that that was misconstrued. What was said was that after you get your visa, when you initially get your visa as a Ghanaian, that you have 90 days to use that visa. Once you get to America, then they will look at why you're there. If you're there as a student for 2 years, 4-year program, you will still have the same amount of time to remain in America. So that was one thing that I wanted to clear up, because it sounded like you had to renew every 90 days and people were starting to panic, and I found out that that's not the case. The other thing I wanted to clarify from my perspective after talking to our attorneys is that there's really no change in the way to get land here in Ghana if you're a foreigner. Foreigners could never buy land in Ghana. You would have to lease it for 50 years. And with a renewal, usually with always a renewal with the chief or whoever you purchase the land from. That's in your indenture. And so we've always been able to share that with our people, that you get it's a leasehold, it's not an owning, and that you must be a resident if you want to register your land. And a lot of people do want to register their land after they get the leasehold, and so you have to be a resident for that, and that's something that we've always known as well. So I just wanted to come out and clarify some of these things, because there's a lot going around that make it sound like all these changes are going on in Ghana, and it's difficult to get land now, and that they are making it harder for us, and that is not the case. They are still welcoming us the same way they do, and we got to remember that as African Americans, as Hebrew Israelites, I'm talking specifically to my people, we are not the only foreigners who come here. There are Chinese and Asians and Lebanese and all different types of races that have been coming here long before we started coming here. And so these changes in the law applies to all of us, and it's not targeting us specifically. So let's let that go, and then let's trust the process. Trust the Most High if you're saying that He's telling you to come, and then talk to people that you know. If you want to have a consultation with me, you can go to my website, africabosscms.com, and schedule.